Tonight we've learned the Capitol will light up in rainbow colors for the upcoming Boise Pride Festival. And it's all thanks to community members and a Boise Pride sponsor rallying behind the upcoming festival in their time of need. Good evening. I'm Shira Matzazow. Thank you for joining us here on the news at 10. The state's Department of Administration no longer lets organizations like the State House from Capitol property, which means organizations like Boise Pride have to move their lights across the street. And as Abby Davis learned, moving those lights a short distance costs a lot of money. Abby.
Well, Shira, Boise Pride put out a social media ask about 2 weeks ago asking for money. Festival director Donald Williamson says the community and a new sponsor had no problem helping out. In just 1 week, Boise Pride will light the sky by lighting the Capitol building.
I want to say it's something we've been doing for at least the last 6-7 years.
But Executive Director Donald Williamson says they needed some financial help this year. An ask community members and festival sponsor Lime had no problem fulfilling.
Well, the community had raised a little over $7,000 and Lime stepped in and basically filled that last $3,000 gap to get us where we needed to be to make it happen.
We jumped at the opportunity to continue to support our partner, Boise Pride, and make sure that the Capitol is lit in support of all queer Boiseans and Idahoans.
Williamson says Boise Pride typically spends about $5,000 on the event. But now it costs about $10,000 more because they have to set their lights up across the street instead of right in front of the Capitol steps.
It requires a much bigger light with a much higher number of lumens to be able to project the light from across the street and still give the imagery that we're trying to put up on the Capitol building with the separation of the different colors from the Pride flag.
It's not just Boise Pride having to move their lights. In a statement, a Department of Administration spokesperson said they have turned down multiple requests to light the Capitol. She said they, quote, recognized the subjectivity of approving these requests. Even though Williamson says moving the lights off government property isn't ideal, he's grateful for all the support.
It's a relief to know that we don't have to struggle at the end of the festival to figure out where that money's going to come from now.
The Boise Pride Festival starts next Friday and goes through next Sunday. If you want to see the Capitol all lit up, that event happens next Friday and Saturday night. Shira.
All right. Thanks, Abby.